What up YouTube? Welcome back to another Division 2 video, and today the concealed agenda started and of course we got our vendor reset. So I'm gonna take you through the vendor reset and show you everything there is to buy. Thanks for clicking my content, really appreciate you joining me, and if you like my content and wanna help the channel out, smash that like button and of course hit that subscribe button with that little notification bell next to it to keep informed whenever I upload new videos. But are you ready? Let's go! And there we are guys, at our first vendor at the White House. The mechanical animal is for sale here with of course future perfection on there, but the rest isn't that great if you ask me. The assault rifle damage is too low and I'm not loving the attribute as headshot damage. Police UMP 45 spike on there, headshot damage no, thank you. Carbine 7 could be a decent buy if you want to go for overflowing, or if you want to go for damage to armor, then roll the talent overflowing away. X45 pistol, just go for the open world. Backpack from Araldi, headshot damage, weapon handling on there and bloodsucker. If you like this combination with the headshot damage, then you can definitely roll weapon handling away for something else. Over to the Fenris Vest. Rainbow roll and not the good one if you ask me. Hazard protection could be decent, but the weapon damage is too low and you do not want empathic resolve on there. Then over to the mods. 7.2% headshot damage, 8.6% health for your drone, 4.1% burn damage for your turret, and a 6.4% damage for your sticky payload. So let's head over to the clan and see what they sell us this week. And there we are at the clan vendor. The swap chain is the first thing we can buy, but I'm not loving perfect unwavering on there, to be honest with you. If you want to go for this gun, roll that swap speed away and optimize the rest. Future initiative, you know my opinion, skill tier always crafted. Over to the strikers battle gear, could be a decent buy, already 4.7% critical hit chance on this vest. Then roll the weapon damage to that max cap and optimize the last 1.3% critical hit chance. Over to the knee pads from True Patriot, 9.5% hazard protection already on there. So if you want to go for a hazard protection on the True Patriot, definitely buy this and roll the armor to that max cap. You only have to optimize 0.5% hazard protection. Huntum M44 could be a very nice buy. Only have to roll that marksman rifle damage to that 15% and the rest is almost capped. So this is a definite buy if you want to go for that hunting M44. Then over to the black market AKM, too low to buy in my opinion, and I'm not loving stability in combo with the reformation. Police MK17 breadbasket already on there, could be decent, but I'm not loving the health damage and the rifle damage isn't great. It's a decent buy if you're still looking for it, but in my opinion just farm for it in the open world, you will probably get a better one. Military MK46 could be a decent one, Optimist already on there. Of course the damage to target out of cover is the core attribute, so you can roll that headshot damage to that damage to armor for example. You have a very decent one, but I'm not loving the gun itself. Too low in RPM and it's a little bit clunky for me if you ask me. Over to the SR1, could be a very nice buy as well. 8% damage to target out of cover already on there. Naked already on there. And then only roll that marksman rifle to that max cap and optimize the headshot damage for example. So if you're still looking for SR1, you can definitely pick this one up. Backpack from 511, not loving the 511 brand set and not loving the combination with this. Companion could be nice if you want to go for armor regeneration, and then with the 511 brand set, roll the skill haste away. Over to the China light mask, maxed out skill haste is a very nice buy, so you can roll whatever you want over that weapon handling and you have a god roll mask of China light. Over to the mods. 10.6% skill haste, 8.9% radius for your pulse, the 4.5% damage for your mines, and the 16.1% health for your pulse. So let's head over to the theater and see what they sell us today. And there we are at the theater. The Surge is for sale here with perfect spike, of course. You can roll that health damage away for whatever you think is necessary. Optimize a little bit of critical hit damage and you have a god roll Surge. So if you're still looking for it, definitely pick it up. Tactical SCSG, too low in attributes if you ask me. So leave it here. USC 45 max out critical hit damage, but that's the only thing that is worth on this gun. Please leave it here. Look at that rifle damage and steady handed. You do not want that on a rifle. Over to the gloves of Providence and this rainbow roll. Please leave it here. Trash if you ask me. Knee pads from Sokolov. Rainbow roll again, but could be a decent one with the armor regeneration. If you're still looking for one with armor regeneration, roll the status effect away for whatever you think is necessary and optimize the rest. Decent roll, not a great roll, but a decent roll. Over to the mods, 8.3% in chair resistance, 4.2% radius for your mine, the 4.1% shield health, the 5.9% blind effect duration for your blinder Firefly, and then over to the 6% health for your decoy. So let's jump over to the campus and see what they sell us this week. And there we are, guys, at the campus. Punch Drunk is for sale here. Of course, the named DNH mask with 20% headshot damage. You could roll the weapon handling away for whatever you think is necessary and then optimize the weapon damage. If you don't have it yet. If you have it yet, please leave it here because a 10.6% weapon damage isn't great. Over to the M700 Carbon. M700 Carbon with 15% marksman rifle damage already on there. Naked on there, pretty decent talent for a marksman rifle. Then roll the accuracy away for some damage to target out of cover, for example. And then optimize the headshot damage. You have a god roll M700 Carbon. Over to the black market RPK, all the rolls that you want on there. But then the talent measured, I don't know if you like it on there. So you could roll away the talent and then optimize the rest, but it's gonna set you back. Over to the mask from HandyU, 4.5% critical hit chance already on there. So this is a very nice mask to use for your crit skill build. Roll that repair skills away for some skill damage and optimize the critical hit chance. You have a very, very nice mask. Over to the holster from Douglas and Harding. Please leave it here, too low in my opinion. Skill haze, not loving it, and underneath that 10% weapon damage, no thank you. Over to the mod, 16.6% repair skills, 5.9% skill haste, 4.2% duration for your hive, 14.9% health for your pulse, and the 6.1 shock radius for your shock traps. But let's head over to the DZs and see what they sell us. And there we are, guys. First DZ, DZ East. The darkness is for sale, but it isn't a great buy if you ask me. SRS A1, same. Please leave it here. I'm not loving the magazine size plus reformation. Over to the Inventory MG5. Again, too low to buy if you ask me. Mask from Foundry Bulwark already has some armor regeneration on there, so you could roll the armor to that max cap and optimize the armor regen, but it isn't a great buy for that 109 DZ creds. Over to the Nego holster, too low in weapon damage to buy because you do not want that skill haste on there. Mask from Bellstone, no thanks, no thanks. Again, a rainbow roll and not the great one. Over to the Alps holster, no thanks again. Rainbow roll, health on there and critical hit chance, and I don't know if you like these attributes on there. And you know my opinion about the mods, guys. Please leave them here, go for the open world, go for the summit. It's too expensive in the DZs. Over to our next one. And there we are, guys, DZ South. The Railsplitter is for sale here with, of course, perfectly accurate on there as the named AR, but the rest is just trash. Over to the AUG A3 Para XS. Same, close and personal on there could be nice, but the rest is not great. You can buy it if you're still looking for it, then roll the damage to armor away and then optimize the rest. Over to the Honey Badger. Preservation on there and stability, not loving that combo. so please leave it here. PX4 Storm, handgun, go for the open world. Backpack from Aces with only 8.9% weapon damage, and you do not want that 8.7% status effect on there. Over to the Aces of Eights, 10.2% critical hit damage already on this vest with 11% weapon damage. If you're still looking for it, roll that weapon damage to that max cap and optimize the last 1.8% critical hit damage. Over to the backpack from Petrov. Not a great buy if you ask me. Headshot damage and health. Headshot damage you do not want for a LMG. And yeah, that health, everybody knows it doesn't work for you in the game at the moment. Over to the Y'all vest. Could be a decent one if you want to go for the combo of armor, hazard protection and spark. And then of course skill damage. You can roll that armor to that max cap and optimize the rest, because the rest is exactly what you want. Over to the mods, and you know my opinion guys, please leave them here. Go for the open world, go for the summit, or even buy them at the normal vendors. Over to our last DZ. And there we are, DZ West. The Culebre is for sale here, of course. The named shotgun with perfect jazz hands on there. But that's just everything. Of course the rolls seem very nice, but why would you pick it up? It's too expensive to roll everything to that max cap, if you ask me. Especially for that 152 DZ creds. Super 90, not great as well. Reload speed and IDAs on there, and then the rest of the core attributes are too low in my opinion. Lightweight M4 could be a decent one if you want to go for Optimist as the talent, because I'm not loving the health damage. Roll that health damage away for something else and optimize the rest. Over to the Rigger. You know my opinion, skill tier always crafted. Over to the knee pads from Hunter's Fury. Leave it here, 10.6% weapon damage and status effect on there. Status effect on there, you do not want it, and the weapon damage is too low to buy. Over to the gloves of Fenris. 11% weapon damage with some headshot damage, so it could be a buy. Then roll the skill haste away for whatever you think is necessary and optimize the rest. Knee pads from Bellstone. Could be something if you want to go for explosive resistance, said no one ever. So please leave it here. Just like the mods, leave it here guys. You know my opinion. Just go for the open world. Not worth buying for 73 DZ creds. Let's head over to New York. And there we are guys, first vendor of New York, the AUK A3 Para XS is for sale, but not a great buy if you ask me. Not loving the combo of unwavering plus headshot damage. SR1, no thank you, we can buy a better one at the other vendors, please leave this here. Black Market SASG, preservation on there, and reload speed, not loving the combo, and the rest of the attributes are too low. Over to the Magnum, open world please, it's a handgun. Over to the backpack from Petrov, rainbow roll and not the great one. Going to the Alps gloves, explosive resistance and critical hit damage on there. Both of the things that you do not want on there. Critical hit damage could be very nice, but not on Alps. Over to the Petrov, again a rainbow roll, but this could be a better one if you want to go for some hazard protection. Roll that repair skills away for whatever you think is necessary and optimize the rest. Over to the mods, 15.1k armor on kill, 9.9% skill haste, 1 extra sniper ammo for your turret, over to the 8.5% radius for your pulse, and at last the 4.7% blast radius for your sticky payload. But let's head over to our last vendor of today. And there we are, last vendor, Tactical MK16, please leave it here, too low in rolls to buy. The M700, we can already pick this up, almost god rolled, or you can create a god roll, so please leave this one here. SCSD 12, too low to buy in my opinion, and I'm not loving the combo of ignited and critical hit chance. Over to the X45, handgun, go for the open world. The Hanyu vest, skill haste, skilled and weapon handling on there. Not loving this combo, and yeah, too low to buy in my opinion. Over to the golden gloves with 10.2% critical hit damage already on there, so this could be a very interesting buy. 136k armor already on there, so you can roll the explosive resistance away for whatever you think is necessary. Some armor regeneration, for example. Over to the mask of Walker and Harris, 10.7% critical hit damage already on there, so you can roll that skill haste away for whatever you think is necessary. Some crit chance, for example. We have a decent mask to optimize it to that god roll. Then over to the last mods. 10.3% skill haste, 8.5% skill duration, the 6.2 armor repair for your drone, the 1 extra target for your firefly, and at last a 6% duration for your decoy. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for today. This was the vendor reset of today. Of course, tomorrow I'm gonna close it out with Cassie Mendoza, and a lot has happened in the last 24 hours. We got a lot of information about the Division, about a new spin-off game, there was a leak, and of course about the E3 that is coming up for this weekend. It's too much information to give it to you in this video, so I'm gonna make a few separate videos, so keep an eye on the channel, and of course for tomorrow as Cassie Mendoza closing this vendor reset. But for today guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button, and of course the notification bell. PurePrime out!